I'm going to tell you right now exactly why bar owners fail. And some of you will listen and make the change and find yourself being a lot more successful. And some of you, dare I say, most of you, because you're stubborn, will keep doing the same thing and getting the same result. And I'm not trying to be a tough guy or a know-it-all, but I've been in the bar industry for more than 3 decades, and I've simply seen a lot of the same patterns over and over again. Hey, by the way, how you doing? I'm Dave Allred, the Real Barman from barpatrol.net, and I hope you're doing amazing today. Okay, here's the deal. Allow me to lay it down upon you. Okay, the bar and restaurant industry is chock full of owners and managers who take pride in doing things the old school way. Okay, they won't be told how to run their business, God damn it. We've been doing it this way for 100 years, and we're not changing now. All right, unfortunately, for many of you, that means running your bar like a playground instead of a business. And I've always said there are bar owners and there are business owners, and they're not the same thing. And here's why. For more than 2 centuries now, for reasons that are unclear to me, okay, the bar industry has made it a tradition to give away its product to its customers. Okay, not just like a sample here and there, loads of products, meaning free drinks and strong pours from the bartenders. Okay, and this is more than likely because, one, unlike a traditional business like a retail clothing store, there's always a party going on in the bar business. So getting everyone plastered is the cool thing to do. All right, I mean, you don't see the sales clerk at Macy's doing shots of tequila while ringing up a pair of shoes. Okay, and 2, a 1 or 2 ounce pour of liquor is not that much money, okay, wholesale wise. So owners figure, what's the harm? But there is massive harm in this way of thinking, and I'm going to show you just how massive. Okay, and if you're a bar owner that's like, hey, that's the way it's always been, man. Like, that's the way we're doing it. Or you're saying, if I don't take care of my regulars, they won't come back. Well, then maybe they're not very good regulars. Okay, it's like having a group of friends who are trying to get you to do cocaine, and you're like, well, if I don't do cocaine with them, they might not be my friends anymore. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you and say that maybe that's not the best friend group for you and your success and happiness. Okay, just a hunch. Check the facts. The retail industry loses about 2% of its products from what is called shrinkage every year. Okay, and shrinkage is product that the owner or the corporation purchased, but it never gets sold. Okay, no money is made from it because of waste and theft and employee mistakes and process breakdowns. Okay, those losses are only 2% in the retail industry because they have actual business systems in place to track their inventory and ensure that they aren't being blindsided by negligent employees. Do you know what the average shrinkage is in the bar industry? Okay, if you guessed 15%, good guess, but you'd be wrong because the average losses in the bar industry are 25%. That means every 4th drink you pour is free. All right, what would happen if you were running a retail store and you gave away every 4th pair of shoes, or every 4th refrigerator, or every 4th diamond ring? Hey, do you think you would be considered a savvy business person? Or would you be the laughing stock knucklehead in the business community? Hey, do you think you'd be worried about losing repeat customers because you didn't give them a free suit every time they came in? Okay, the bar industry loses about $12 billion per year just in the US alone because of bar owner negligence. Okay, that's billions with a B. If that doesn't make you cringe, you should not be running a business. 12 billion. And this is because nobody wants to monitor and confront the bartenders. Everyone thinks they have relatively honest bartenders, but you don't. Okay, the 25% average losses across the industry prove it. 98% of bartenders steal in one form or another because it's such common practice. Okay, conformity is contagious. It's a disease. Okay, here's the issue. In the bar industry, it's death by 1,000 cuts. Okay, check it out. Let's say that you have a bartender that works a 6-hour shift from 4 to 10 o'clock. Okay, pretty conservative hours. And let's say that he gives away or overpours just 3 shots per hour. This is one bartender. Again, mega conservative compared to what really happens in bars. That's 18 shots. And let's say that the average shot is $8. That's $144 lost in a 6-hour span. Over the course of a month, that's $4,300 lost. Over the course of a year, $52,000 gone. with ultra conservative numbers. We all know it's worse than this. Okay, you're open longer than 6 hours and you have more than one bartender. All right, now, y'all might be saying, it doesn't cost the bar $8 per shot, Dave. It only costs them about $1 per shot wholesale. $8 is what they're selling it for. That's right. But that is thinking like an amateur, not like a kick-ass business owner, because there are two ways to look at losses here. Loss at wholesale and loss at retail. A loss at wholesale happens when the shot of the drink is wasted and there's nothing you can do about it. Okay, there was a bug in the drink was dropped when it was being delivered, the guest didn't like it, the bartender made it wrong, etc., etc. All those things can't be controlled, so that is a loss at wholesale. Okay, $1 per shot in this example, no big deal. Okay, on the other side, loss at retail is destroying your business because it is eroding your revenue. Okay, it's killing your sales. Okay, when your bartenders overpour or they give away free drinks, this is revenue and sales potential lost. Those drinks could have been sold at retail price. Those are lost sales forever. In addition, heavy pours cause a world of trouble. Okay, they cause guests to drink slower, guests to order fewer rounds, to hit intoxication sooner, to leave earlier, tabs in smaller. This is a loss at retail opportunity and lost sales, not just lost liquid. Okay, and here's where the problem lies. Most owners think strong drinks or free drinks equal happy guests, equal more sales. But this couldn't be more wrong. The reality is consistent drinks equal faster rounds, equal higher tabs. Okay, that's why casinos pour tight. Okay, high volume bars use jiggers. Okay, stadiums pre-batch, and they all have an inventory app and software. Okay, they optimize sales, not intoxication. Okay, right now, you're running a bar that attracts bottom feeders and coupon hoarders who are only happy when someone gives them a deal. Instead of running a bar that provides an amazing experience and an amazing product so that everyone talks about it, which then results in you attracting the right customers, the one willing to pay for that experience, and they don't expect free shit. Okay? Which brings us back to this. Do you care about being a business owner? I mean, is it important to you to run a successful business that makes a lot of money? And when I say business owner, I mean a real business owner, right? Who runs an actual business with discipline, who tracks inventory going in and out of their business, who sets a series of standards and practices that you expect your staff to adhere to. A business owner who actually executes a plan to put systems in place that help the business grow and make an actual profit. Okay, or do you just want to do things the way that they've always been done and continue to bleed money, insist on running your business like a carnival so people can party? Okay, and there's no judgment here. Okay, you do you, boo, but you can save tens of thousands of dollars per year just by doing what the retail industry does. Putting systems in place that the employees are required to follow and tracking your inventory and your ordering. Okay, that's it. All right, and I swear I'm not trying to be condescending when I say all of this to you. That if you want to be promoted from bar owner to business owner, you have to take control of your business. You have to take control of your inventory. You have to treasure the products that you're selling instead of allowing the bartenders to give it away so they can make more tips. And if you want to give away a drink here and there, right, to the great regulars, that's fine, but it needs to be approved by you or a manager and rung into the POS system and comped so that everything's tracked. Okay, don't allow the bartenders to decide when a drink is given away, or they're going to siphon your retirement money right away from you because they don't give a shit. Okay, it's not their money they're risking, it's yours. And if your regulars are bitching and moaning about not getting free drinks or heavy pours, then those are the ones that are costing you way more money than they're giving you. Okay, let them leave. All right, then create a culture where you provide optimal customer service and a great experience, and people will flood your bar and be happy to come in again and again for that experience instead of coming in so they can mooch off you for free stuff. All right, does that make sense? I hope so. That's it for today. I'm done preaching at you. All right, check out this video right over here for more great tips on running a better bar and restaurant. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to see you next time. I'm out.